Hi, hello. This is Jason Mock, and I'm a marketer. And today I'm going to talk about the upcoming technology that is going to change our business landscape in the year of 2018. Right. So when we're talking about business, I'm actually let me talk a little bit about myself and my background and my experience. So I was born and raised in Hong Kong and spent 2 years in England studying, and then spent another 5 years in the United States studying marketing. So right now I have 5 years of marketing experience and a few years of art. So um, so this makes me realize that um, so my profession in my bachelor is fashion. So when we're tackling business in terms of fashion, right? We talk about large e-commerce like Amazon Fashion and yeah like and the large brick and mortar stores like Macy and Nordstrom. And what I want to say is, in fact, the brick and mortar retail is dying. There are stores closing down every day throughout the country, throughout the world, and there's actually two reason to it. The first reason is the rising real estate price globally. Well, this is part of the reason that we had, over a extended period of time of a bull trend in the market, where everyone leveraged long, and every price, like all the price of real estate in the world generally, it's uh, it's been a rising cycle for over 10 years. And there's also a decline in foot traffic. Customer nowadays are literally, they don't want to go to the mall, they don't want to go out. They can have everything at home. They have internet. They can order delivery, and the fact that they're willing to spend that little amount of money to get the delivery service, and this is very important, I think. Um, so there are two reasons to that. The first one is the rising real estate price, and the second one is the decline in foot traffic. But I think the upcoming technology, the VR especially, is going to change that in pretty dramatically. Because when we think about that, a decline in foot traffic, that means customers are not willing to move themselves physically to another geographic location, right? To shop and at a specific time and with a specific setting that the mall is offered to them. But then VR can give them the ability to shop basically anywhere, with anyone, in any time. And that is very important because it gives the flexibility to customer. And being able to customize your shopping experience is a big thing nowadays in business. And secondly, the rising real estate price globally, that it's pretty straightforward, right? VR is a virtual world. It's going to be cheaper to develop, basically. There are basically unlimited space, and there are basically infinite customization that you can do on the app, on the virtual world itself. So so basically, imagine when you're wearing the headset and your avatar is walking down a large, I don't know, row of store in a large uh, shopping mall, basically. So let's say the person, what the person saw. Okay, so each facade of the store, it's approximately 12 to 18 feet wide. But when the customer actually walk into the virtual store itself, it could become a multi-level, 1,000 or even 10,000 square feet museum. because space is unlimited in a virtual world, and it's a matter of fact that how we're gonna puzzle them together, puzzle different small little world together to formulate a pretty satisfying VR shopping experience. So what we have right now in the business is, I think we have all the technology already, because ideally you would want a photorealistic virtual reality headset. But then again, this technology, there are no photorealistic capable VR headset nowadays available to normal consumer, right? So we're gonna wait on that. But then the AI, we have the AI already. Basically, the AI, who the AI is gonna be, the AI is gonna be part of the system to give the customer recommendation, and as well they're gonna be the sales representative. Because think about that, when you're buying a pair of soccer boots for your son, right? And instead of a sales representative telling you, is there any sales today, or can I help you to try it on, this and that, the sales representative can actually be David Beckham himself, right? It's just a matter of the avatar that looks exactly like him and modeled exactly like him. And basically the AI is gonna, the avatar, the David Beckham avatar is gonna tell you about his story behind his inspiration of the product that the customer are actually holding, are actually looking at or interested at. And I think this human touch is very important, because not every sales representative really know what they're doing, and in fact they don't necessarily need it to, right? So when we're talking about geography problem, VR, what's better than shopping with your friends? And right, people normally shop with their friends, and there are only a few, like a small percentage of people that shop alone, right? I mean, like shopping as an entertainment, but not like you need to grab something from a store A. You know what I mean? Anyway, so when we're talking about shopping with friends, it not only drives engagement automatically, it also drives sales. It also drives conversion. And when we're talking about conversion, the e-commerce conversion rate nowadays is pretty low. It's like around 3%. So per 100 people that click into the website, there are only 3 person that are gonna spend some money on that website, comparing to brick and mortar, which is 20 to 30%. And why brick and mortar have a higher conversion rate than e-commerce? This is because basically human touch, basically a more immersive experience. And what are happening right now in e-commerce is that the business model is not ideal. It's basically just a landing page of the brick and mortar store's inventory. It's not really doing a transform. Okay, so nowadays brick and mortar. So what we're talking about is AI, and how AI can be a part of being a sales representative, and how it can use their ability to use their the human touch of having a human face and a human conversation to drive the conversion rate, basically. And we're hoping for right now, e-commerce conversion rate is around 3%. We're looking at around 10 to 15%, and I think that's totally possible. Um, yeah, so I think this is all I want to speak about VR. And of course, there are many other technology that is going to change our business landscape. But then VR is probably one of the disruptor in the apparel industry and also in the consumer good industry. Yes.